What's up, family? What's up? It's me, your boy, your urban sports guru. We're gonna cover all of the remaining playoff series. Right now, they're all 4 games in. A few of them are 2-2. One of them's 3-1. I'm gonna start in the Eastern Conference with Toronto and Philly. The problem with that series is, of course, Joel Embiid. A lot of people are blaming Ben Simmons, and I agree to some extent, but Ben Simmons was going to be canceled out in this series because of Kawhi Leonard. But the real issue is Joel Embiid, and y'all know how much I love me some Joel Embiid. But the reality is, I don't think we still have seen the best of Joel Embiid because we've yet to see him 100% healthy. He's always has something ailing, whether it's back, his knee. Now he's constantly getting sick. And this is now in the playoffs, and this is still manifesting itself. And he's never completely healthy. If you pay attention, look at him when he dunks the basketball. He doesn't get that high off the ground. And this is not from a lack of athleticism. This is basically his back won't let him go up no higher. His back won't let him really explode up at times. So Philly, I'm sticking with my pick of Toronto because I just don't. You can't trust the health of Philadelphia, mainly Joel Embiid. The only thing that's going to hold Toronto back is playoff Kyle Lowry. That's it. That is it. If they can continue to get contributions from their supporting cast, seeing how great Kawhi Leonard is playing, Toronto's going to win that series. I said in the beginning Toronto in 6. It might have to be Toronto in 7, but I'm sticking by that. Toronto. Now, the other series in the Eastern Conference, we have, in the beginning I said Milwaukee in 6. Looked like it might be Milwaukee in 5. Boston can't handle adversity. They can. When things are going good, everybody's chummy. It's like when things are good, everybody's smiling. If faced with seconds some real adversity hit, the claws come out. And everybody's not together. I mean, I think somebody brought it up during the game. That might have been more than likely Kyrie Irving's last game in Boston. Gordon Hayward is slow as shit. I mean, some last series he looked like he started finally physically coming around, but it's a constant thing. He's not going to be able to do this, replicate this kind of performances continuously, and he just physically didn't look good. Did not look good at all. He looked very, very slow, extremely slow. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with y'all. Jason Tatum, he's looked really bad in this series. I mean, the counting numbers look good these last couple of games, but the view of him as a prospect has gone down, and I think this is going to affect Boston come in off season, in trade talks, because they're going to be making a play for Anthony Davis. And if they're making a play for Anthony Davis, the Lakers are making a play for Anthony Davis, and the question is going to come up: is Jason Tatum really that much better, or even better, period, than a Kyle Kuzma? He has a playoff experience that Kuzma, of course, does not have. But, I mean, there's going to be a fair question to ask when you look at the kind of series that Jason Tatum has had. He can still kind of make a name for himself, but he has not looked good. I'm just calling a spade a spade. And I'm a Duke fan. Y'all know I'm a Duke fan. Tatum's look like shit. He's made 1 3-pointer this entire series. He's looked like shit. And that's bad for a guy who settles for the jump shot a lot. Too often, in my opinion. So Milwaukee's going to close them the fuck out. Then we got the Western Conference Series. We have Portland. We have Portland and the Nuggets. That's a great series. I think that series is going to end up going 7. I think this series is going to end up going 7. And I say that because they're very evenly matched. I think what's going to be the difference in that series, even though it's in Denver, is Damian Lillard. Now, Jamal Murray is making me a believer. He's really, really making me a believer. And if Joker is a problem. But if Portland can continue to get contributions from Enes Kanter, he's not going to be as good as the Joker, of course not. But he'll be able to buffer a little bit than what the Joker's giving, and they kind of continue to get contributions from the wings, because that's one of the things that hurt Portland at times. They get no contributions from their wings when they're going against other teams who have good wing players. That's bad. That's one of the things I thought was going to be their demise when they played OKC, because Paul George regular season went off against them. But Paul George was kept relatively in check, and all of those guys by committee end up putting on for them in that series. So they're gonna need that kind of effort in this series, going against the scorers they got in Denver. Now, Houston tied it up 2-2. They tied it up, and this wasn't Golden State boredom. This was Golden State kind of pissed away. They shot themselves out of Game 3. A Game 3 they should have stole. But Game 4 wasn't that, in my opinion. Game 4 was not that. What I'm seeing is, Houston played at home. They got some of the officiating that they like. You breathe on James Harden as a foul. Steph Curry looked a lot better in Game 4 than he looked in Game 3. Ultimately, I said Warriors in 7. And I'm sticking by that because I got to see somebody beat them for me to believe it. I understand boredom has been an issue this year, but until I actually see it, then I'll believe it. And I don't think this Houston team is as good. It's as good as last year's team. I just think that the Warriors just don't have the depth. And one thing that Houston's doing is they're shooting the ball well these last couple of games at home, but also they're killing them on the offensive glass. So the shots they're missing, then they're getting extra opportunities. And that's really hurting them, and that's saying something because Houston doesn't have a big team. You look at their starting lineup, they have Chris Paul, Aaron Gordon, James Harden. Chris Paul, Aaron Gordon, James Harden, PJ Tucker, then their center. So James Harden, the tallest guy in that lineup, he's 6'5", maybe 6'6". He's the tallest guy there. Golden State has to start protecting their glass a whole lot better. They did that. Just that alone, this series is over. Just do that. Houston's going to make some threes. They're going to miss some threes. You protect your own glass. Just do that. Just do that. This series is over. And that gives me cause for concern when you go against other teams that are bigger and more physical than Houston. You can't keep tiny little Houston off the glass. That's not good. That's not good if you play Denver. Even though I don't think the young kids can really, do that to Golden State, but you play Denver with the Joker, that's not good. If they make it to the finals, play against Toronto, might pick to come out the East or Milwaukee, that's not good. That's something they're just gonna have to correct, and I stand behind it. Golden State in 7. That's my picks. Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear your concerns. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. It's me, your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.